Hey, thanks a lot. You know, there's so many opportunities for high schoolers that are leveraging their opportunities in math beyond simply just math class. And today we're here to highlight a variety of those available here at McFarland High School. Joined today, right now, by Matthew Monroe, Media Arts Instructor here at McFarland. Matthew, great to have you here today.
It's great to be here. Thank you for being here.
Well, tell us a little bit about the CTE program here at McFarland. We talked a lot before we went live on the air about kind of where we started from and what's available now to the students at McFarland.
The CTE pathway in McFarland is breaking all kinds of just technological barriers. And what we're doing here is we're teaching media arts and digital literacy. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the students to just understand how important the digital landscape is. And as technology evolves, we're really trying to kind of keep them up with it as it moves.
What are some of the samples, some of the examples of classes that are offered to students as part of the CTE program?
Yeah, great question. I teach my students digital design. And if you can see right here, this is a 3D printed, which I'm sure everybody's seen, a 3D printed model. But what we're utilizing is we're utilizing technology within the model itself to do things like near field communications. So you can tap this to your phone and it'll call up things like student work and little projects that we've done throughout the year, which is incredible.
I think a lot of people would be familiar with that technology in terms of like Google Pay or Apple Pay. Tap your phone, make a payment.
That's right.
It's the same type of technology. You could just bring up a website.
Absolutely, yes.
And students are able to understand how that technology works and then embed that into some of the tools that they're printing here on site.
Absolutely. And to further that along, we're working with brand new drone technology and all kinds of amazing things that are being used in virtually across the world. So some of the technologies we have are, again, cutting edge.
Make the world a little bit smaller here in McFarland to broaden it out to students to see that everything that they have in class applies to the broader opportunities beyond campus.
Absolutely.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the digital media program. Let's check in with one of our TAs here at McFarland, Matthew. Matthew, great to have you on board with us. Tell us a little bit about some of the work involved with the digital media program, particularly in terms of drone work.
So with the drone work, what we have going on here is we have these cutting-edge FPV drones, or first-person view drones. I have mine set up on a helmet here, so it's a lot easier to manage. And the really cool thing about these is that they have active head tracking. So I can flip this down. Where's my controller? Take off. And wherever I look, the drone follows.
So that's adjusted by the motion of the headset as well as the controller in your hand.
Yes, exactly that. And let me just bring this down right here.
Now, so what are some of the applications regarding this skill set beyond simply just media as far as creating videos?
All of this technology is being used literally to surveil fields, to find out if water is being provided to certain crops in the area. It's being used in advanced warfare. You name it. There is so many different platforms for technology like this. Again, how lucky the students are to have this kind of technology, because we can't get it. I mean, nobody can get their hands on it. It's all being used and developed so quickly that it's almost impossible to get.
So being ahead of that, understanding the users of this are really going to be developing the means for how it's utilized in the professional space beyond high school gives the students here a little bit of an advantage. And they're able to apply some of the skill sets in earlier programs before they arrive as part of the CTE classes.
Absolutely. I think that everything and the goal of what we're doing here and the things that you guys are going to see throughout this program is going to be, basically kind of preparing the students not only for the future and the pathways that they can go into in the industries that they can, but also giving them the skills to what it means to be human, how to interact with people, logic, problem solve, that kind of stuff.
Another one of the programs offered to students as part of CTE is in regards to screen printing. Tell us a little bit about the screen printing program.
Our colleague Ryan Chavez.
How's it going? Pleasure to meet you guys.
That's right.
Hey, so I'm Ryan Chavez. I'm the screen printing teacher here at McFarland High School. And to kind of jump along what Mr. Monroe was talking about was in screen printing, we're really just trying to teach kids to be able to bridge the gap between classroom and environment, right? So again, we're teaching kids how to be able to create graphic designs on computers and then be able to decorate that onto t-shirts, posters, banners, you name it, and just bring the creations to life. So again, a couple of examples that we have here, actually over here next to us, is we use vinyl. So we'll print out vinyl, they'll produce something, be able to print it out, peel it out, And then from here, what we're going to do is simply just heat press it. And this is actually something that you're starting to see really explode in the field. Everybody's trying to do this now, create their own creations. Again, the business is there. What I liked what Mr. Matthew talked about is the fact that like we're teaching kids to be able to communicate. So the shirt that we're actually printing on is one of the shirts that was created for KCSOS. So we kind of jumped on their bandwagon. They have a conference this year, and we just produced 1,300 shirts for this company for them for the Leaders in Life conference. So again, this is one of the examples that you notice. This is one of the ones that where there's some errors on because again, they are students, so they learn the reality of workforce, but we're able to create new ones and fix it up for them.
I just want to go through the time frame of that. Once you had the vinyl laid out and printed, we had the heat come down at around, I think I read the meter at 315 degrees, if that was right. And about maybe 7 or 10 seconds is all it took for that to securely land itself. I've been at conferences and events where companies are able to print these on demand on the spot without having to wait. And previously that would have been, you know, a 2 to 3 week turnover. So what you're really enabling is how to utilize, you know, some of these tools, bringing in the creative arts elements and then into a function where in literally a matter of seconds, you have a physical product that somebody can purchase.
100%. And the fun part about, like, again, when we're talking about math, we start teaching about the logistics again, from how much does it cost to buy a t-shirt, how much does it cost to be able to upsell it, to package it, what are all the numbers in between to be able to actually explore what business looks like in real time. That's always the fun part about that class.
So layering in an element of entrepreneurism as well, to
100%.
understand that.
100%.
A lot of great opportunities here for the CTE program here at McFarland. When we come back, we're going to dive into a couple of the other programs available here at McFarland High School. But for now, we're going to send it right back to the studio. Mike, take it away.
All right, thank you, Devin, and thank you to everybody out at McFarland High School right there and all of the different activities they have going on. Printing of the shirts and stuff like that, all of the drone. Have you ever controlled a drone or done anything like that yet?
I have not.
Do you think you would like to?
Probably. It seems pretty fun because you can also just control it with your head instead of actually having to, you know, use a
Yeah,
controller.
I was going to say, because a lot of times you would have to look at a screen and the controller's down there, I think, but the way they had it set up was of looking and being able to direct it with your eyes and head and be able to do stuff like that. So pretty cool, a lot of technology going on. And you know how fast it advances?
How?
Fast, that's all I know. Anyway, we have our Do the Math crew out at McFarland right now, and we're going to go check in with Devin and see what's going on. I know we're going to do a little bit of robotics and welding possibly, so let's check this out.
Thank you very much. We're back here at McFarland High School talking career and technical education. Right now, we're going to jump into a little bit of the world of welding. Joined right now by David. David, tell us a little bit about your role here with McFarland and the welding.
Yeah, my name's David Quevedo. I'm the welding instructor here at McFarland Early College. We do basic, intermediate, advanced, and also BC welding courses along with adult ed.
So this is, you know, the skill of being able to bring, you know, pieces of metal together, make sure that they're secure without failure. What kind of skills do the students usually come in with, and then how do we guide them through the process during their duration with the program?
Well, essentially, when they start the program, they start off not knowing anything, and then they work their program all the way up till they're pretty much proficient in the welding applications. So what we try to teach is real skill with real applications in the real world. So we do that by showing them how to actually weld with actual materials. So.
To what extent are we looking at in terms of like math and science being brought together? What core concepts are they really developing and exploring?
Shop math, learn how to read a tape measure, right? Basic things like that, and also just being able to identify electrodes and different tools inside the shop as well.
When we think of welding, we think high temperatures, big masks. Teaching that skill can be very expensive, and that can limit the opportunities that students have. But you know, here at McFarland, there's a really novel and unique way that students are being able to get experience before they throw the mask on.
Correct. That's with our simulator. Our simulator is going to kind of take place the real world of welding, but just put them in the classroom to where they could actually learn in a safe environment. It's not going to waste consumables. It's not going to waste any materials, and it kind of gives them the confidence to get into the shop and learn how to weld as well.
So essentially, we have a VR simulator of the welding
That's
process.
correct.
So if it's all right, let's go ahead and give this a shot just so we can visualize how this is going to work. So they would throw on the helmet like such, and I'm going to need a little bit of a hand there. So as such, they're going to make sure that they are welding this plate here together.
Correct. Yeah. What they're practicing right there is a T-joint.
Okay, so ideally, what they would do, and I believe we got to kind of reset it
There
right
we
here,
go.
right? And once they do, they're able to get a sure hand and just kind of treat it as if it was the real thing without getting too many of the burn marks in place.
That's correct. And they're not going to waste any materials or consumables, so they could actually get that confidence before they go into the welding shop and say, hey, I could actually do something with this, and actually apply the skills they learned on here to the real world in the shop.
You mentioned they might feel a little bit nervous dealing with the real thing.
Yeah.
But if you're too nervous with the simulator, this is a great way to at least overcome that in the beginning.
It breaks the ice for them, definitely.
What are some of the opportunities beyond the classroom that you've been able to provide, as far as the program being able to provide for students beyond the basic skills that they would learn here?
Most of the students, they go on and do their own jobs on the side as well. They were able to bring those jobs into the classroom and actually learn for themselves and earn for themselves as well. So they do jobs on their own. They'll bring in and they'll talk about building gates, barbecue grills, things like that for family members or even other people outside of the school.
It's a talent that really does not kind of age out. There's going to be always opportunities as more and more projects are built throughout the county and wherever life might take them.
Yes, and connecting also with Bakersfield College and their welding program just gives them that extra leg up to actually go into the career and follow their dreams after high school as well.
Dave, thanks for helping us walk through the welding program here at McFarland. Again, technology-wise, there's still a lot of opportunities for students to develop into higher tech development, engineering, particularly around robotics. Joined again by Matthew Monroe. Talking a little bit about the robotics opportunities for students here as part of the CTE program.
Yeah, I think all of our programs are shining stars, but one that really stands out is our robotics program. Our students here at McFarland are absolutely exceptional, and what they're building it's truly amazing. If you ever have an opportunity to watch the students building these machines and coming up with these models, it's absolutely astounding.
Being a part of competitions, particularly involved with VEX, you see the signage outside of the campus celebrating the success the students have had. And even just on display with some of the machines they've been able to build for competitions. I know last year with the high stakes competition, this year with pushback, the trophies are adding up, and that's leading to opportunities to compete not just locally, but at the national level as well.
At the national level, you're absolutely right. And what's amazing about our competitions is, this year's team took out a League of Champions out of 48 teams. We have 4 teams that have qualified for the state champions, 3 teams that qualified for VEX Robotics National U.S. Open. The school is proud to have this very successful program.
Some of the competitions I know take students to, like you mentioned, world championship opportunities in Dallas or St. Louis, or the U.S. Open around the Omaha, Iowa area. To be able to position yourselves in this skill set with others across the country, again, it brings that sense of we're doing things that get noticed outside of our community, and it breaks down those 4 walls of the classroom.
Absolutely, absolutely. And when you're put on a global stage, I mean, you can imagine the amount of pressure that comes along with that. But you touched on it perfectly, the amount of exposure, the amount of the just pride that you can come from just being such a small little local community like McFarland.
Now, if students did want to be a part of this, or if the other members of the community around the McFarland area or throughout Kern County wanted to learn more about the CTE program, where would you direct them?
I would tell them, including on this program, we have a website link to our digital media classes. My contact information's on there. You can reach out to me. I can put you in contact with any of the people that you've met today and been able to see in this program. We're always looking to collaborate and learn alongside of the people, especially in the community. And yeah.
For students that might be rising up to be a part of this, let's say 8th graders at the middle school level, what recommendations as they're starting to wrap up their school year into the 2nd semester, what would you advise for them if they see themselves as wanting to be a part of this program as they rise up?
That's a fabulous question. I think that one of the most important things that you can do is if you identify that you're interested in something, you want to look for the way to get there. So if you find yourself interested in media, you find yourself interested in welding, you find yourself interested in screen printing, make sure to foster that by being in one of our programs and identifying that passion.
Matthew Monroe, thank you so much for the time and getting a chance to meet with everybody here at McFarland High School. That'll do it for here. We'll send it back to the studio. Mike, take it away.
All right, Devin, thank you for that. A lot of exciting things going on at McFarland, and thank you to McFarland and CTEC program out there for inviting Do the Math to find out a little bit more about all of their programs.